I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I'm born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. Yes, I really love my job. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Yes, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. We're disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. Let's keep firmly rooted. Firmly rooted.
Hey, good morning, Rooted Men. Pastor Tom, Firmly Rooted Ministries. Want to make sure that the video and the sound is working. I am obviously at the house. We're getting ready to go to Firmly Rooted Greendale and got some work down there to do. Just love your support for them, and they are thankful for all of you. Greg Ray says we're all good. Greg, the professional cameraman and videographer. I can't guarantee the lighting's right, and I probably shouldn't be wearing a hat, but all right, we'll go with it. Kevin Johnson, good morning. Bert Reggiani, did you get one? We're all waiting to hear. Chris Connolly, good morning, gentlemen. I think I saw Ken Gooch. There he is. Good morning, fellow brothers in arms. Good to see you guys popping on. We are on Facebook, YouTube, we are on Rumble, and we are on X. So we're doing pretty good. And if you have enjoyed some of the shorts that Aaron's been posting, we probably have added another 100 people subscribed to our YouTube channel simply because of those shorts. So share them, pass the word. Bye, Ruth. All right, YouTube. And behave this weekend, all right? Yeah, okay. All right, see, anybody else come on board? All right, haven't heard from Bert yet. Okay, maybe he's still up in a tree thing. So, guys, we're in Proverbs chapter 28. I'm going to do 6 through 12. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse. Now, this is traditional Proverbs, right? Contrasting opposites. A poor person whose walk is blameless before the Lord, and a rich person whose walk isn't. It's better to be the poor person whose walk is blameless. But how can that be better? How can it be better to be poor than to be rich? It's exactly what the rich young ruler wondered. See, one of the things that the poor realize is God always provides. I've always been marveled by the joy that people have in Haiti. I mean, sometimes they don't know where their next meal is coming from. They just know it's coming. They just trust that God's a good, good father. Here we are building up wealth and we're so dissatisfied. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse. A discerning son heeds instruction, right? Opposite of rebellious. A discerning son, discerning, seeing way beyond the command, do this because I said so, but the why. Why is it so important that a man of God walks this way, acts this way, talks this way? A discerning son heeds instruction, but a companion of gluttons disgrace this father. Gluttons. They're just going out to receive. They're like vacuums. All they do is suck things in. They never give. They don't even think about it. They're consumers. Whoever increases wealth by taking interest or profit from the poor amasses it for another who will be kind to the poor. God will make sure that the poor are taken care of, and God will make sure that if the wealthy don't understand who gave them their wealth, he'll shift the wealth to someone else. True religion, taking care of the poor, the widows, the orphans, not just them in particular, but what Jesus is saying is, I came to the least of these. And what you did to the least of these, you did to me. Here's a scary one for you. It's one of my memory verses. If anyone turns a deaf ear to my instruction, God's instruction, anybody who turns a deaf ear to my instruction, even their prayers are detestable. You ever thought about that? I've been praying and praying and praying, and God's not answering my prayers. Well, it could be that there's an aspect of your life or my life that is so off God's love and his eternal truth that he silences our prayers. What he's basically saying is take care of the log in your eye. Take care of the thing you got to take care of. And then I'll hear your prayers. Don't come to me pretending you're a son when you're not a son because you're not obedient. You're not obedient because you're doing whatever you want to do. If anyone turns a deaf ear to my instruction, even their prayers are detestable. Wow. Whoever leads the upright along an evil path will fall into their own trap. Whoever leads the upright, the innocent, along an evil path will fall into their own trap, but the blameless will receive a good inheritance. We live in such an autonomous understanding of society. We think that nobody's following. We actually think we're not following. We think that we're independent, when in fact we have a nose ring and we're getting tugged. We're getting tugged by politicians. We're being tugged by the economy. We're being tugged by advertisement. We're being tugged by all sorts of things to believe certain things, think certain things, and act on certain things. But what are they doing? Where are they leading us? Are they leading us on paths of righteousness, or are they leading us in paths of evil? They will fall into their own traps. The rich are wise in their own eyes, like as if my wealth makes me discerning. They're wise in their own eyes because they can flaunt what they have and look what I did and look what I have. One who is poor but is also discerning sees how deluded the rich are. Now, when he says poor, he doesn't mean destitute. What he means is someone who is content with what they have. The rich are never satisfied. The idea is, I got to have more, I got to have more, I got to have more. Not to say all of them, but in general, that's the temptation. But those who are content, they carry a wisdom and a discernment that is just absolutely astounding. And finally, verse 12, when the righteous triumph, there's great celebration. But when the wicked rise to power, people go into hiding. Wicked. Leaders. I think if I had any advice in the whole realm of leadership, people who think they can lead, whether it's pastors in a church or whether it's people in a community or whether it's politicians or whatnot, we tend to gravitate to the hashtags, the phrases that they speak, and go, oh man, I support that. Have you ever thought that they just use the hashtag to get you to do that and say that? What I mean is, wouldn't it be wiser if we saw beyond the hashtag and just asked, what has been the result of this person's leadership? While this person's been in that position, have they represented me? Has my life gotten better in the areas where I feel it needs to get better? Do I feel that that person is serving my interest or my community's interest, or are they serving their own? The media doesn't help because they just perpetuate the hashtags. Whoever conceals, when the righteous triumph, there's great elation, great celebration. But when the wicked rise to power, people go into hiding. Because eventually it all comes around. You can only hide from the truth so long, and then you end up seeing the actual fruit or results, but you just hope it's not too late. All right, that's the thoughts I have for you. We're going to get packed up and ready to go. Let's see, what do we got here? Bert Reggiani, not yet, but the good Lord is putting on the most beautiful morning anyone could ever hope to see. Woo! Amen, amen, amen. All right, gentlemen, blessings on your day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.